Something about this person makes me deeply uncomfortable. It's like they missed a few key developmental milestones socially that makes them think that this behavior is remotely resonant with anybody, Scott.
Artesian Builds. Welcome
So
to
what is it?
Artesian
What is it?
Fields
Yes.
of dreams.
It evokes this name evokes it's moisture, hydration, irrigation,
Water-cooled?
even, irrigation. But they make PCs. I don't want my PCs to become waterlogged.
Yes, Artesian Builds is in the news today or yesterday, and a series of apologies. They are a custom PC company that also has a stream channel. They stream the builds. They've built machines for the big boys. Miskiff has one of their machines.
Okay.
They sponsor OTK. Miskiff again. Let's play this and then we'll talk about this guy.
Yeah,
let's get you guys caught up and then I'll bring you some backstory. So here is.
Can we give a prelude here?
Yeah.
What are they doing in this clip they're about to watch?
Okay, so this is a tweet from Kiapiaa. Kiapiaa is a streamer. She is also an ambassador to Artesian Builds. They have an ambassador program, which, you know, anyone could be an ambassador. You put a link in your panel, you get an affiliate code, those, you know, typical kind of ambassador program, right? And they do ambassador raffles where they'll dip into their ambassador pool and they'll one of the ambassadors will win a fucking PC from them, and they build it on air, and you know, so he's kind of slash streamer personality. He called himself an influencer in one of his apologies. That was a fucking joke. So anyway, this is the live stream of them picking the next winner, and Kiapiaa obviously is who is being discussed. This is her tweet. Let's go ahead and
Let's roll it.
let's roll this bad boy. Do we have this to roll? Here we go.
All followers combined, still under 5K, even across multiple socials. I was trying to be generous. That's a tough one.
Because there's bound to be repeats if you're in multiple socials.
I know. That's also true. Let's go into the analytics dashboard. Spicy.
These babies.
Oh, and there's the reroll. Here's the reason, chatterbabies. Here's the reason. This person has 3 months of ambassadorship and not a single click.
Ooh, not a single clip.
Not a single click. Not even once.
A little rough. So it sounds
Purged.
So they're re-rolling.
This is an ambassador giveaway, and you've got to be.
So again, mid giveaway, he's looking at all her metrics and deciding if she's worthy, even though nowhere in the contest do the ambassadors have any sort of metric set that not only you have to be an ambassador, but you got to have XYZ checked off your box before you enter the raffle. So he finds that... go ahead.
Beside that, I mean, just the person's demeanor already gives me shivers.
Oh, God.
Like this fucking, what was like a budget Star-Lord in that fucking outfit. And like looking at the camera as if like the fact that he's checking this person's analytics and basically weighing their worth as a quote-unquote ambassador live on stream is like slightly edgy or potentially humorous. Like, something about this person makes me deeply uncomfortable. It's like they missed a few key developmental milestones socially that makes them think that this behavior is remotely resonant with anybody, Scott. Anyway, carry on. Just really.
Again, what I do... So he's... Instead of being joyous and exciting that he's given a PC to an ambassador of his... He's literally going through her socials and figuring out how not to give it to her. And then he finds one, and that is that she's an affiliate, so she's got a link in her panel, and they can track how many people have clicked her link to go maybe buy a PC. Nobody's clicked the link, which is really fucking funny, because what that means is she didn't even click her own fucking link to check her link. Right, as a let me make sure this works.
But
right?
she filled every requirement to be part of this giveaway.
Like that's not on. Like she didn't have to click the link again. And so she has a series of, and there's several videos where they're just fucking, he's just demeaning to her, very
Yes.
belittling, demeaning.
It's like I'm watching Borat. Like I feel that secondhand embarrassment for him so viscerally that I have an aversion to watching this clip. Like I want to leave the room. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then so obviously this blew up, right? She tweets it, everyone and their mother, because they also have some very big names behind them. I started mentioning, like,
Okay, so
they are a sponsor of OTK, which is that Midskiff and all those guys is like content creating fucking company, whatever you want to call it. But like this landed on obviously Reddit instantly. This is the guy. This is the owner, right?
94 followers. Okay.
And what I found out when I went to Reddit, obviously they make really expensive custom builds for streamers as well. Like they built a $10,000 rig for Midskiff. Crashes twice a stream. They have not built a good rig. Like all the feedback was cool looking rigs, terrible ventilation. Like they built a circular one for Midskiff. Like, and it's a meme in his channel. If something crashes, it's like it's an Artesian Peppy thing, right? Like they built one for I think Osmogold. A bunch of people they built them for have gone to shit, right? And so, like I was telling you in the pre-show, it gets a little spicier. This guy started his company as a crypto mining gaming rig builder first. In 2018, that's where
let me just hold this up here for you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Artesian started as a crypto mining rig building thing, right? And
there's the other shoe dropping, motherfucker.
And he started getting in trouble with the pay platforms that he was using to get the money because they were starting to regulate crypto and all these crypto farms that were building. So he was on, it made it to The Verge. The Verge wrote an article about this guy because Stripe, which is a big payment platform, kicked him off the platform for possible shady crypto stuff, right? So he somehow pivoted to now building high-end gaming machines, and that's what he does.
Well, so he took the wrong turn at the human decency intersection and just went straight to fucking building PCs for big streamers, did he?
So yeah,
Fuck me.
yeah. And again, he's done the typical thing to grow his channel. Follow my channel. Subscribe to this. Subscribe. So
we're building big things. The future of Web3 is cash money, baby.
I mean, if you go to their Twitter you go to their Twitter fucking page, he's got 240,000 followers because to be an affiliate or an ambassador, you got to do X, Y, Z. You got to follow. And they do giveaways. It's a giveaway channel, right? So how do you get a channel big? Giveaways, giveaway
absolutely.
PCs, right? So now he's an influencer because he has 240,000 fucking followers.
His Twitter account is 93.
Exactly, right? So we're not done with him though. They came up so in response to her tweets calling him out. He started his apology with a series of tweets that were just terrible, right? Like, woe is me, just trying to help, we'll try to do better. Typical bullshit. Not even a twit longer. Everyone knows in esports you start with a twit longer. Twit longer first, right? So a series of tweets leads to getting fucking ratioed and thrashed again.
Yeah, he got the shit beat out of him.
He got just destroyed. I jumped in. I had some fun. So he thought, how else should I send a message? Let me send a official memo from my office. So we get this.
Oh, no.
From the office of the chief executive officer of Artesian Builds.
What office? You fucking degen. What office, man?
So he writes a fucking letter to us. Again, do better.
Wow, so glad for him. So good that he addresses us from his ivory tower. Yeah. Please continue. Regaling me with tales of your brilliance.
What a pompous fucktard, right? But this then got ratioed, got L'd, got maiden list, get fucked, right?
Touch Grace, motherfucker. Yeah.
Is that the new one? Touch Grace?
Touch Grace.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
L was that maiden list and
maiden
Touch
list.
Grace.
I like Touch Grace instead of Touch Grass. That's great. Yeah. Fuck that game, though. Okay, so what like Jason was like, I can't do anymore, Scott, last night, because we're not going to show you. I'm going to ask you folks, just go find it.
Okay, sure.
He then decided, because that blew up in his face. He comes back, I shit you
because
not.
the tone of it is awful. Like, it's,
Less than an hour later than that press release, he comes with a video fucking announcement.
Okay, all right.
And we're not even going to fucking do it.
All right.
Oh, we do have it. Okay, can we play it, please? Oh, no audio. Shit. The audio is the best.
Oh, show me his fucking. I mean, whatever. It's fine.
So we have it. So then he does this, and it's him staring at the camera, and he's like, it's not why I do this. We do this for you. And, we fucked up. It was stupid. It was bad. The way I did the giveaway was not good, and I'll be better. We'll be better. And what I was explaining to you at the break, when I didn't think we had this video, you're not going to hear it. Folks, please go watch this at home. There's a section in this video where he gets ready to say, all ambassadors are eligible for all giveaways. That's basically the message he's trying to give. All ambassadors are available.
I mean, you could just stipulate your requirements as well. Like that would be fine. You could just stipulate, hey, look, this ambassador needs this amount of clicks, and without just dragging them through the mud publicly, you could just re-roll. Like there's so many ways of doing this. But okay, carry on.
But where it gets shitty, and that's why I want you all, your homework assignment, you that are watching, however many, go listen to this, because this section where he's trying to say, oh yeah, and all ambassadors are eligible for all giveaways. This is what he does. And all ambassadors are eligible for all giveaways now. There is an audible pause and sigh in this motherfucker at that moment where he's like, literally, he can't hide that he's bummed that he has to fucking make this open to everybody. It's like literally are all eligible. It's like, Jesus, dude. And the audio's terrible. He's a streamer, so he should have decent audio. He's like an airplane hangar or something's going on. Like, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you literally, again, and no twit longer. So.
No twit longer.
No twit longer.
Cannot believe he tried to make an internet apology without a twit longer. In fairness, I don't think there's, like, here's the thing. When you make an apology, like, you should not expect anyone to go, okay, thanks for the apology, it'll make sense. No. No one will be satisfied with your apology. No matter if you cry, if you have a dog there, if you have an emotional support animal of any other kind, if you seem sincere, if you wrote it, if your mother wrote it, if Voltaire wrote it, no one is going to be satisfied with your apology. So just don't be expecting that. And obviously people weren't.
Yep.
But, Jesus, I mean, he can't even claim to have been authentic.
Yeah. Yeah, and now he's got like his biggest. I think his biggest account would be Mr. Beast. I think he makes PCs for Mr. Beast.
Sure.
But quite a few bigger, because he's got an affiliate program for all the kids that he's selling computers to. Because he signs you up to be an ambassador and he gives you a discount. So he's still selling you a fucking PC,
Holy
right?
fuck! The new way of trolling people won't be like
it's insane.
Won't be making them tweet like finding accident. Like let's say your coworker leaves their computer open at the desk next to you. We used to do this to each other at ESL all the time. It's no longer tweeting shit like on your coworker's account. That is a way of dunking them. No, you sign them up to be a fucking Artesian Builds affiliate while they're not looking. Put their fucking banner in their Twitch profile and don't say anything about it. The ultimate jape, if you will.
Fucking insane. And then, and so they're starting to see some real ramifications. Like if they lose ambassadors to their program, they're not going to give a shit. But Chad is saying that OTK dropped him today.
Yeah.
Friend said he dropped him today. So Pestily, I saw a tweet from him. He dropped. So they're starting to lose some of their actual influencers, right? Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Now let's one more rib, right?
Real quick. Yeah. Throw this in.
Your fucking name of your company, dude. Like,
what does it mean, Scott? What does it all mean?
Okay, so how many of you raise your hand in chat if you thought it was Artesian Builds? Right.
I mean,
it reads Artisan. You might think right off the bat it's Artisan, as in a handcrafted, an Artisan is this beautiful handcrafted PC. Artesian Builds, right? Nope. Their name is Artesian. Artesian is a type of well made famous in Algiers, France in the 1100s by the Chartesian monks. Developed this well because it's a gravity well, right? It's a very specific thing.
Yeah,
an Artesian well.
Yeah, water
very
flows
specific.
diagonally downwards and you bore a hole.
And you grab it, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing it's ever used for, right? It's Artesian wells. So I don't know what he did. Either he decided Artesian was a cool word, or he somehow thought...
He saw it on a fucking bottle of water and thought it meant, like, fancy.
Fair enough. I would accept that answer.
Yeah.
That'll be rivalry question number 11.
You could label your water like Artesian water, and it would be like, okay, from the well, yeah, like I guess that's fine. But he probably saw that was like, yes, fancy, Artesian.
Yeah, and I imagine like Artesian Builds is gone. You can't get that. You can't get that domain. You can't get that Twitter. That's probably a construction company or something, right? So But again, what you picked is such a like. It's one of those where you pick something that sounds like it, but means something totally fucking different.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I do love that. I mean, that happens a lot. I think in the English language, it's something I do enjoy.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. So you know, funny shit. So we will keep an eye on you, Artesian Builds.
I mean,
We'll see what you rename your PC building company
look, you
to.
shouldn't be naming your brand of something you can draw water out of because that's not really conducive to the operation of any technology that is powered by micro transmitters and stuff. So yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, doesn't do it for me.